right? What is going on in people's heads? Is it justified? Is it not justified? It's hard to always know, but I think we must be part of that struggle to try to figure out what are going to be the implications of the policies, the laws, the systems, the institutions that we create and that we participate in. Now, Ervin, I think it's a time for comments, questions.
I'd just like to make one more comment, and that is I shared with the group that was with me some of the subtleties that we take for granted. Like, what color is angel food cake? And what color is devil's food cake? And what does that say about me? What are the high holy days of the church? What are the colors for those? What does that say about me? What are the days, what are the colors for funerals and Good Friday? And what does that say about me? Those things are ingrained in the church, and we take them for granted. Jesus paid it all. He washed me whiter than snow. Or, what color is Jesus hanging up in your church or at your house? You know that Jerusalem is in northern Africa. And if Jesus were white, I doubt if Joseph and Mary would have gone to Egypt to hide out.
We're now open to dialogue with
You know, I'm so glad you ended where you did, because when I was in theological school, we learned about liberation theologies and black liberation theology, and I came away thinking what we really need is a white liberation theology, a theology that frees especially white males from a theology of assumed privilege that always puts that image in the face of God in that image, and the face of Christ in that image, knowing that Jesus looked a lot more like you than me. And so I wonder what you think about what we need to do about our theology so that we can free ourselves from this theology of white privilege.
If you're white, you're right. If you're brown, stick around. If you're black, get back. Y'all ever heard that?
No.
That's what you have to free yourself from. And don't tell me that you don't see me as a person of color. I am a person of color. I'm proud to be black because this is who God has made me. And you ought to be proud to be who you are because that's who God has made you. But God hasn't made you better than me, nor me better than you. And that's the freedom that we have to come to. Is Barack Obama black? I tell my friends that I'm colored. And you know what I mean by that? Is that in this world you still can't get anywhere if you're black. I'd say Barack is colored. I'm still happy that he's in there because I think that, first of all, more than him being black, he has some sense of what it means to be poor. He has some sense of what it means to be down and out. He has some sense of coming from what is not the norm of taking for granted that I bring wealth and I'm really not wealthy. Say, in this room, this is a room of wealthy people. In this country, it's always relative, and I find white folks to be just like farmers. I've never seen a farmer who told me outright that he made money last year. They're afraid that their subsidies will be taken away if they make too much brag of that, so they always talk about what they don't have. I worked in a feed store once, and I knew that farmers made money when they came in December and paid their fertilizer bill for the next year. So that most of you sitting here, if I said you're rich, you'll say, no, I'm not. That's why we cry about how poor our churches are. See, I've been poor. I grew up as a sharecropper. 8 of us in a 4-room house with no bathroom. And if we didn't raise it, we didn't eat it. Now, I don't intend to be poor again. Y'all got it? So I don't even claim that. I'm clear that in terms of people in this country, I am wealthy. I can fly. My uncle used to tell me that black people used to stick a chicken box under their arm and catch the bus. And now they ask, what flight are you taking? And folk in this room go anywhere you get ready, when you get ready. So you don't have to boast about it, but be very clear that we are privileged folks. Barack is privileged. And I'm glad for him to be there. The struggle I have is if for whatever reason he doesn't make it, folk are going to link me with him. So if he goes down, all black folk go down. And that's the struggle. If you go down, I mean, all white folk didn't go down because Bush went down. But if he goes down, all black folks go with him. And I'm very clear about that.
I think we've had our 30 minutes, and once again, we appreciate the work that's been done by the task force and that you all have done over the last few years and before then, and that you will do going forward.